Let's see what maps these teams are going to play on. The map veto phase has been done. They will pop up at the bottom of your screen. And Jesse, once again, this is your expertise, big brain. Tell me what you see.
Villa, I'm so happy for Villa. Pay close attention to this map. It's going to be one of the highest level Villa games you've ever seen. Spacestaion will choose it.
Wamai is also going to follow that up. We've got quite a couple power positions for Wamai to play. SSG getting themselves ready to go now. First smokes coming in. We've got some spam coming out from Easily, but Super's going to be able to shut down Rampy, who will be the first to go down on entry. Sleben will now be able to pick up the double as the two-man push up main stairs is completely shut down. And Slim will also be able to take out Thinking Nade to end out the round completely there. Beautiful work by the Soniqs on the hold. And unfortunately, just not enough map control.
I honestly respect this play here from Super. Oh, he might get caught off guard, though. Hammer out. Super dead. All right, gonna have to back that one off just a little bit. Super gets a touch too aggressive. Secondary grenade comes in. Downs Iconic as well. Can Fultz pick him up? Trying to play through the vertical play right now, but can't seemingly find him. Sees one push through. Can he hear them healing? He can. He takes down Iconic as well. Sleben now worried about him. Drops right through, but he gets fried as well. What are you jumping for, boys? Stay inside of sight. Easily under fire now with concussions pouring in. He can't even see straight. Rampy takes him down. Is it going to be a flawless round, folks? How's round two going? It's going pretty damn well for SSG. Canadian droning out, the study side. But actually a very nice pickup here from Super that takes down the Maverick, and he gets another one. Bosco not paying attention or looking left.
And plan attempt can absolutely be made here, whether it's going to be successful or not. That's the much more difficult part of this one, but it's working out for SSG. The plant's going down. Canadian sneaks off the kill on the Super from the inside of Gunva, so they'll be able to resurrect him relatively quickly, keeping their chances in this fight alive, but possibly not for too much longer, as Thinking Nade gets the double to seal the deal for SSG as they steal round number 4 right out of the hands of the Soniqs.
And that right there is the sign of a good IGL.
At least 2 players from SSG looking right over here towards the connectors right now. Very much ready to take these fights, and there we go. Rampy shuts down Gomfy, takes him out.
He could actually get taken down from this hatch, but I don't even know if anyone knows that he's here. He turns the backpack on, peeks, and gets fried by Rampy. That's going to be a double for him on the round. These Nitro cells, they bait out one, goes off, but does some damage over towards Canadian. Doesn't mean that they can't get these kills, though. Thinking Nade and Canadian light up the scoreboard. Sleben waiting to the very last moment to break through this smoke so he can do it on timer, and he does, but Thinking Nade very quick to the trigger and takes him down. That's why he's the best flank watch in the world. SSG keeping things on lock in this offense.
With less than a second to trade that down to the last minute here, the Sonics start to slow down, but just as I say that, Easily finds another pick, eliminates Canadian, Thinking desperately looking for an angle to start trading these kills back, and he'll succeed in that. Doubly so as he takes out Gomfy. How far can he go, though? That's the question. Still 3 players remain on the Soniqs. They know generally where he's at. It's just about locking him down, or do they know where he's at? He's able to get a third one at least, but finally Iconic has the position and the angle, more importantly, to trade out onto Thinking Nade and finally secure that round for themselves. Easily will be the player to move in, and it shouldn't be too much further away from a plan at this point, as Easily will be able to sneak that off. Iconic will be lost due to some fragging from Bosco, though. And another one going to be swung out here from Bosco as well. He'll be able to take down Sleben. Rampy found the kill on a Super, and Bosco on the ground with the shot. He turns that round on its back. I don't know if anybody expected that. SSG absolutely stealing this one away from the Sonics.
This round could go either way. Still have the steady control, Easily working his way in through planes. They're working on pinching out bar. Super takes down one, Easily follows through with another. It's down to Bosco and Rampy. Bosco's gonna have to play this situation perfectly. Shotgun in hand, trying to down him, but he headshots him instead. Smoke grenade out. A lot of damage onto Super as he waltzes his way inside a gun vault. But this might be anything. Almost walks into that smoke there, but instead tries to pressure. It's Bosco with a singular shot heard around Villa that claims the map, and that's exactly why SSG brought the Soniqs to Villa.
We talk about him a lot. He's our player to watch, but 3-11, and he was 0-6 before he got his first kill.
So, Wamai going to be our last band here on Oregon. Pretty par for the course.
Gomfy does expect the play, but he still can't win the fight anyway. That's a second now for Rampy.
It's a 2 versus 5. Candela's in. Can he get the initial kill? He can. Sleben knocks Canadian down a peg. Easily picking up a kill on the other side of the map as well. All of a sudden, this is doable. Case control currently in the hands of Easily as Sleben tosses in his last Candela, but Fultz with a nice headshot cleans that up. Now down to the 1 versus 2. But Easily has a lot lot to worry about, especially this Banshee on the top of White Stairs is going to be very problematic as he bullies his way in here. But Bosco with a quick shot with that SMG-11.
Swinging out onto sight. Oh! Fultz very much ready for that, though. Finds the first pick.
Oh!
Not ready for Gumpy on the hatch drop, though. He's going to be able to pick up 2 now as he finds both Fultz and Rampy. Starting to get a little low on HP, so we'll have to be careful because Thinking Nade still has the angle from the inside of the breach. He still has additional pressure coming from the freezer, though, and he's not aware of it. So Iconic gets the trade. Seems like he's very much aware of it, but still not ready to take the fight against Slebin when push comes to the shove. And forced back into the kids' dorms here. And oh no! Bosco gonna try to put himself into a corner that he thought was safe, but no, it presents the angle to Iconic. He nearly as well catches the run out from Rampy, but Rampy will instead win that one out. Fultz is also able to find the next kill on his Slebin, but they have not been able to stop the plant. That's still gone down. They might have better capability to get into a post-plant position just like that. Gomfy with the swing around. He gets 2. Let's make it 3 as he finishes off Fultz as well. Over to the sidearm to see if he can do 4, and yes, he can. Gomfy shuts it down for the Soniqs as they take round number 4.
And there was a mute jammer in the first place. Rampy stepping up to the plate. He gets rid of the first one as Ash burrows her way down the staircase. Iconic going to follow suit. Frag grenade in, but he just picks it up with regular lead instead. Gets swung on, but oh no, they're not able to follow through. But Fultz repeats the freezer door. Iconic takes him down. The setup looked super strong for the Soniqs, but now it's the Slebin show. He walks into the closet, takes down one Canadian, firing back. They clean up the man inside a freezer. It's left up to Super, the captain of the Soniqs, to try and make this one happen inside of the post plant.
He's got a box line up for himself here too. Sees the spray from one of the players and gets baited in by it, allowing for Thinking Nade to complete his full rotate
to cut off any rotations from these Soniqs members. Getting into these last couple of seconds, this is where we need to see this execute happen now, and it's happening fast for SSG. A bunch of kills pouring in. That's going to be a double for Bosco as they now have dorms cleared. We need to see the plant start going down, but easily with a nice kill inside of attic. Smokes off the attic door. Iconic picks up 1. The planter has been stopped. Iconic with a double kill now, but it's down into the 1 versus 2. It's going to be Thinking Nade for the cross here as the plant starts. Looking for him. Almost gets him. Thinking Nade gets in the way. He's a bullet sponge, but he shoots back. SSG able to win that round. So scary there for just a split second.
Quite a bit of time left on the clock, so he'll need to stagger the remaining ones. He really wants to run the timer down, but he's not even going to get a chance to. An ace nade from Bosco lands right on Easley's feet. I'll making sure that SSG doesn't have to worry too much about those remaining smoke charges. Let's make it 2 as well, as he's also going to be able to find out Gomfy, and now a 3rd being picked up before finally being traded down by Super. Super nearly with a 360 follow-up there, but that's all his team is going to get on this round, as Fultz and Rampy clean up the stragglers and give us a very quick round from SSG.
Well, SSG look to try and get some pressure onto Slebin, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Some good pressure, and it's going to get confirmed as well. Rampy with the double kill. Fultz follows through. This execute's looking beautiful for SSG so far. Gomfy tries to fight back, but the mag dump doesn't find anything. Iconic's been killed across the map. They know exactly where this last member is, as SSG sends the Soniqs to the lower bracket.
SSG just looks too strong on these executes, even against the full turtle setup.
Yeah, for the most part, I think they had a really good performance the whole way through. But
all right, Lycan, are you there?
Yeah,
do you hear me, man?
Yep, I hear you.
It's going all right. First off, congratulations. There's a question I've been waiting to ask you so far. Jesse has touched on it a few times. He said he's spoken to you about some role changes with your team, and my question is, did it have to do with the meta? Were you guys bored, or did it have to do with the recent is a slump from your championship ways?
Yeah, I think there's more than one reason. I think a little bit of everything you just said goes into the fact of why we decided to do it.
Okay.
Also, too, a lot of it is we get a lot of our information from Troy, and Troy being inside the site allows him to stay alive a long time and just call everything out, you know. Also, too, Fultz being on the roam with Rampy just gives us that extra little bit of aggressiveness instead of how we've been playing for a long time. And I think we just needed a change, you know.
I'm sorry, my visual effect is activated. I'm turning it off right now.
Yeah,
another question. Speaking of Fultz and Rampy, the entry fraggers, in video games, we always give a lot of props to the players that pop off, have highlight plays, they get the most kills in the lobby. Thinking Aid, he gets that a lot, but sometimes he gets overshadowed by his teammates. The last game of the season, I believe, he didn't have too much of a hot time, but today he was a beast. The throw went off. Behind the scenes, we don't hear much about Thinking Aid. Does he have much to say about his performance and the community perception of that one game that he had that wasn't so good.
Nate's like a very quiet person. I feel like he doesn't like normally ever complain, and like he'll say stuff like when things get to a point where like they're too much. So he's kind of like the pulse of the team in a way. Like he like takes all the kind of bad stuff that we make him do and like doesn't really say much, and we don't always give him a good chance to make him go crazy, so you guys don't like get to talk about him a lot. Or I just feel like the spectator never watches him because like what he's doing isn't fun to watch. But we couldn't do what we do without Nate. Period.
True. That's the honest truth. All right, and one last time before I give you the microphone to thank your fans and wait until the finals start. Disrupt Gaming against Soniqs. We ask the analysts at the desk for predictions all the time, but I'm gonna leave it up to you. Who do you really think is gonna make it in the finals? Excuse me, to the finals to play against you guys?
I think if you just go purely on the fact that they've already played each other, like now you're talking about which team can prep better on one day. I would say Soniqs. Period. Just the way that they, who they have on their team, their experience, and. It's going to depend on the map bans, but I think that the players and coach on that team can prepare better on one day than DG. But I mean, with that said, like they went to the last map, like one round, like anything can happen.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. But yeah, and I want to thank you so much for this interview. And one last time, any last word to the fans before we see you play to make it to the NA Major once again?
Yeah, of course. Everyone that's out there like supporting us through this like struggling time, we want to thank you so much for supporting us and being behind us and rooting for us. If you guys can tell from most of our tweets, we don't have much to say right now because there's no way that we can talk when we're playing the way that we are. So we're just looking to own back like where we believe we should be, and until we're there, we're just going to keep our heads down and grind.